Hello everyone, thank you for joining me on another DIY card embroidery project. I sell wood and paper embroidery kits on my site, flourishingfibers.com. I've never really mentioned that before. I assume that everyone watching my tutorials has a kit, and never occurred to me that that might not be the case. The project I'm working on for this tutorial is part of a paper embroidery kit. My kit includes everything you need to get started: paper, awls, and patterns. My website will be linked in the video description for you to check out the kit. So let's get started. You will need to use a fine awl, the one with the green cap, to pierce the paper. I'll link the tutorial for that step on the top right hand corner and in the video description for you to check out. This leaf is made up of two stitching techniques: fishbone and whipped backstitch. At the end of the video, I'll show an alternative way to stitch up the design that my son created. Using 6 strands, start at the very top of the design and stitch a single straight stitch. Make sure you leave about ½ inch of thread on the back and hold on to it with your finger until we can secure it with other stitches. Stitch number 2 and 3 are straight stitches that create a V shape around the first stitch. After those stitches, the rest will be crossing over each other until we get to hole number 14. In the pattern, you will notice that I colored a few lines and holes in red and green. The red stitches, number 14 and 15, will be doubling at the cross section. After that, all the green stitches, number 16 through 19, will be going into the hole that is in the beginning of the stem. But before we begin those stitches, we need to enlarge the center hole at the bottom of the leaf shape. Take your awl and rotate it a few times, and that should do the trick. Now we can move on to the stem. You can do this in many different ways: stem stitch, back stitch, chain stitch. They will all work and look amazing, but I will be using whipped back stitch. Start by making a foundation row of simple back stitches. When you are done with the back stitch, slide the needle under the stitch, then repeat for each stitch. Secure the thread by running the needle under surrounding stitches, snip, and we are done. But as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I want to share how my son embroidered his leaf. I think it's a really nice treatment. What he did differently was that he didn't cross the stitches at the center, leaving a fairly large gap, which he solved by doing 3 long straight stitches down the center. I think those straight stitches really give the leaf more dimension. Not bad for a first timer. Good job, baby boy. I'm so proud of you. Well, I hope this video has been helpful to you, and please subscribe to catch other tutorials. Have a wonderful day. Bye.